Good morning, everyone. Pastor Christian had invited me to answer two questions this morning. How has God blessed my life and faith through Living Lord? And what excites me about the future at Living Lord? I'm going to share just a little bit of background. In the summer of 2013, two of my best friends, Gail Chabrier and Cindy Lang, and I were co-youth group leaders at another church where we went on a mission trip to Louisville. And there are no coincidences, and God makes no mistakes. And we met Bob Esmail and Dan Schmidt and Alexa Malador and Natalie Smith were in my work group. They were just tiny little girls. And fast forward a few years later, and I was fully ensconced in my duties at another church, and I was burnt out, and some things were happening that I could not fathom. And so I sent my parents here, and I said, you go there, and I will be there in a year when I can finish wrapping up everything I'm doing here. So I came, and unbeknownst to me, Bob Esmail had announced my arrival to Pastor Sue. And I was sitting in a row in the back, and Pastor Sue came up to my seat before service and sat down next to me and grabbed both my hands in hers, and she said, I don't need to know the reason that you're here, but I know that you are here for a reason. And I want to apologize to you on behalf of the whole church for whatever hurts have happened to you in the past. That was my welcome here at Living Lord. Every day here since has been a sanctuary for me. And at the moment I told Pastor Sue, I just want to be a pew sitter for a while. I have done too much and I have no energy left. And she said, that'll be fine. About a year later, Pastor Sue called me personally on the phone and she said, we need your help. We need somebody to take over for the financial secretary. And I thought, oh no, not again. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And I did. And it was a wonderful experience working with Nicolette Mills. We worked hours and hours to figure things out together to get everything right. And I was on the council, which I, at the time, wasn't aware that they were commingled. And again, it was too much for me, working more than a full-time job, rehabbing an old house while I lived in it. It just got to be too much. So here comes my friend Ed Charugi to take over my spot in the council for me. And that was such a huge blessing. Thank you, Ed. And I came back into the sanctuary, and Lynn Marinelli, who I don't see here sitting next to Pete today, she's been hounding me since the moment I got here to this church to go on the adult mission trip. And this year she's gonna get her way. I'm gonna go on the adult mission trip. And Anna Kari and Pastor Christian have invited me to go to El Salvador on the mission trip there next year. And I'm hoping against hope that that's something that I can make happen. And I want to bring Stephen with me as well. I have learned that when we think we have nothing to give is when we actually have the most to give. It's not always monetary. It's being present and giving your time and your love and your energy to the people around you in this community, to the community outside these walls. I hope that we can bring those people in. And I've noticed that the pews have doubled in population since Pastor Christian and his family have come here. And I know the glory for that is to God. Okay, I know that. But the more people that we can get in here and share our love with, the better for all of us. So that's what I'm excited for the future here. And I thank you very much for this opportunity.